Hey guys, post commentary. I felt like I needed to upload this video because just to let the cat out of the bag a little bit. 14 kills in 15 minutes. It's pretty ridiculous. But I jumped in my T34. I've been playing this lineup. If you get a city map, I use a PT-76, this T34-85. I think the BTR is my lineup for good measure. But the real stars of this are the TU-1, which if you don't have it, I think it's still available. Pick it up on sale. It's an absolute monster of a plane, especially if you get it in a down tier.
Alright, have a good night.
It helps to have a teammate or someone who's a decent fighter to keep people off your back, but if they're not paying attention and you're dominating, it's good for a minimum 3 kills because it carries 3 1,000 kilogram bombs. But more on that later. So in this map, I like to push B. The shoot lines are pretty minimal, I feel like, once you get across that main road. Just got to watch over there for some M18s, depending on what BR you're at. You will get 5.7 and run into M18s every so often. But if you can trick them into whiffing their shot, of course the 85 has no problem dealing with all of the Shermans, M18s. You're going to struggle a little bit with Tiger E's. There's a child. Yes. Definitely an M22. But the team does a good job of spreading out. It is very helpful. You don't get flanked in the first 15 minutes of battle, so I had a decent team. I say that very loosely, you'll find out why later. A decent team. So we pick up the zone. I'm definitely trying to hear what's going on, because somebody is over here, and if you don't have good headphones or a good sound type device, listening and hearing tanks driving around corners and stuff is huge in this game. Highly recommend you get your sound situation sorted. I don't know if I would call that M22 a kill, but I mean, it's on the scoreboard, so I'm gonna take it. But it's definitely more like a 0.5. But that's the kind of guy that rushes a cap in something small like a Puma or something like that, gets in an airplane, and like a dedicated fire, and then they'll be in that thing the entire game. It's usually really bad with Japan because they'll bring out a 0 or something, and at this BR, your odds of plane to plane killing it are almost 0. So I'm going to check across, because about this point in the game, since no one's taken A, I know that they're going to be on these hills. And there's a guy just over that hill. And there's a guy right next to the wall, but he just shot. So I should have a minute. Alright, that guy's dead. I saw someone over there shoot, but I have a friendly going that way. Which, this is again, pay attention to your teammates. If you see like he's driving back, I know it's riskier to go out this way, but going around the backside does nothing. Like, you can't maneuver and make a guy lose. See? Make them whiff. M18s are notorious for that because their gun is so bobbly if you're not used to it. The 76 is a good gun, don't get me wrong, but alright, now I'm jumping in my Yak 9K. The 45 with the ground targets, don't take the HVAP. The HVAP pens more, but you get no explosion on the inside of the tank. These, if they pen, which top downs on Shermans, Panthers, Tigers, pretty much everything, they'll pen through the roof. But you got to be pretty top down, and you only get 20 of them, 29 of them, sorry. Now the Yak 9, this version does not have WEP, so really pay attention to your speed, because you can turn yourself into a stall. It's kind of like the early Spitfires. They just don't have the horsepower. But if you start high, keep your momentum up, it's very, very good. A 109 at about 400 or 500 kilometers an hour, I have trouble with. They will outturn you. Alright, there's DCA 40, dangerous guy, first kill down. And you got to keep scanning around for planes. If you can't hear them, they're going to jump you while you're in a dive, or when you're pulling out of a dive, you got to be able to hear them. So I know they just capped C, so there's got to be some people down here. There's one. Pick up your first candidate. One shot right through the roof. Another Sherman down. I shot twice, but the first shot killed him. But usually about the time the first shot gets there. And we have our first angry airplane customer. Now the Yak-9 does have a 50 cal, or 12.7 millimeter. It's really good at setting things on fire. Especially with the air belts. If I don't hit my shots right here, I know I'm dead. But as soon as you set that dude on fire, have a nice day. Because it's a Mustang and it's going to burn down. And you'll see there, if you're at a 45 or less, you might want to try shooting the side armor, but it's easier just to keep your angles of attack up above 60 degrees. Just nice steep angle, they'll go right through the roof. Now this guy's smart, he kind of hugs they both kind of hug that wall because they know I'm up here. Kind of getting used to me by now. Jumbos will give you a little bit of trouble. The rounds like to bounce on the turret, as you'll see later, quite a bit. And you got to get used to the range. Like you notice I'm aiming just a little bit low at that steep angle because of the arc, the way the shell flies. And that's the Grim Reaper is now gone. Now this guy, I flew by and I can't see him. Like he doesn't appear. He's there. He's at the very bottom of the screen. He was hiding by those big concrete pylons in the back. But I didn't see him on the first pass. I was definitely looking and could not see him. But now I've seen him move. Roll pitch back over. One shot, PVK gone. Now I have a friendly P-47 over there that's kind of interfering. And then I have this Mustang diving in. Problem is, he's not paying attention to me. If you're in a plane, especially a fighter or an attacker, your primary, in my opinion, concern once your bombs are gone is other planes. You should always be checking. This guy is absolutely clueless. It's P-51C, the red tail one. He has no angle. He's faster in a straight line, but he's going to start turning because he gets nervous. And I know if we set him on fire, he goes back to the hangar. Or I can hit him with the 45 and blow both the wings off. Like that. I want to say that's a ME-410 and somebody else. I'm not sure right now. I was not sure what that was, but I knew if I turned, I didn't want to bleed all my speed by continuing to turn back for that guy. And then I saw the 410. That's what I'm calling it for right now. Kind of laid himself out in front of me, but I thought no luck. P-63, that's what he was. And I figured since I was going heads up with him, I was just going to commit, use the cannon. All you got to do is scratch him. Now I regret not getting that anti-air right there. But I was really honed in on this plane. I didn't think my teammate had him secured, but you can see him shooting right there. Sometimes teammates are worse than friendlies. So I jump in my TU-1. Now I was talking about earlier, 3 1,000 kilogram bombs. It's a kill every time. If you're reasonably close, it's a kill every time. Then it has the 245s, which you only get 100 of those, and they do fire 2 at a time. But they dominate. It's the same gun that's in the Yak-9. It's just 2 of them. The T1 does get wet. While the bombs are attached, it's such just a heavy, slow turner. So plan your moves ahead of time and keep your speed up. It does not accelerate well. So pitch down, just sling one out there because he's in a soft vehicle. I know it's going to open or going to get him. Huge bomb. Don't forget to open your bomb bay because the third bomb is in the bomb bay. I've gone around, perfect lined up shot before, didn't open the freaking bomb bay. Rookie mistake. And I haven't even touched the cannons yet. But you gotta have a friendly that's willing to kind of cover you. See, there's a 410, there's other things for them to shoot. If I'm up here solo against some fighters from earlier, this thing dies every time. That's just not, it's not a fighter. Lead that one a little bit, and another kill. SA-50 down, which is a dangerous little tank. So now we're going to get in busy with the 45s. They shoot trajectory rise basically the exact same as the Yak-9. They overheat ridiculously fast. So you really have to just onesie twosie shoot. Because if you hold down that trigger, they're going to overheat so fast. Now your engine temps, you'll notice on wet, they're going to get warm, but you can stay in that yellow for a hot minute before they actually overheat. All you got to do is drop it back down to like 93 or 95. They'll cool off almost instantly, which you'll see here shortly. So we're up to 13. We got one more, then the game's going to end. Because the enemy team is running out of players fast. I'm watching my friendly, see if he's engaging anyone, if there's anyone I need to hit. Little lead right there, so to identify them, because even if you hit close with the 45s, it'll mark them on the map. Who needs drones? Now the 20s on here are not bad. I want to say they're 20s. You can do like open tops and some light work with them, but don't, like I say, you don't want to get into a dogfight with this thing. It just doesn't turn well enough. It's not like an ME410 where 410 can turn. It'll surprise you. Trying to pitch a few of these out, see if I can get a hit. B17, B26. But I'm terrible at aiming. Blow off a flat, maybe a wheel. I figure the game's almost over, so I'm gonna send it. And then you could see the gun jammed with just that little bit of firing. Oh, it is a B25. I think he makes it to the end of the game. That's not my last. Oh, nope, that was my last kill. So there you have it. 14 kills, 15 minutes. Close air support. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.